Very warm greetings to all my dear students. Today, Indian Economy 1950-1990 Part 2. We will discuss about the major achievement and failures of Indian planning system. As you all know that India has adopted a 5 years planning system and plan was made for 5 years. And within that 5 years we were supposed to achieve certain aims, certain objectives that we have set for achieving for that particular plan. In total there were 12 5 years plan, and after that 5 years plans we are having another system, that is Niti Aayog, that I'll discuss in my next class. Let us start first with what were the achievement of Indian plans. The major achievement that we have got through Indian plans, it has increased national income. National income of a country has increased because focus was more given on productivity, agriculture and all other sectors, productions of services and production of goods. So national income has increased. Export import were also major point of concerns. Major focus was given on export and imports also. So altogether it has increased the national income. Rate of capital formation has also increased. Substantial increase in area under cultivation. That was the major achievement that we have got, because area under cultivation was less when we have achieved freedom. And after freedom, after 1947, we focused more on self-dependency in terms of agriculture productions. So major focus was to increase area under cultivations, that we have been able to do it. Due to adoption of new technology, agricultural productivity increased. We have adopted new technology through green revolution. We have adopted various strategy to increase the productivity using high yielding variety of seeds, modern agricultural equipments, etc. So it has increased agriculture productivity. After independence, overall industrial growth progressed at higher rate, because now all resources are going to be utilized for our own development. So industrial growth has been seen. During plan period, a vast network of infrastructure has been developed. Earlier, the railway was developed by Britishers. Road was not so networked. So network of infrastructure has been established. 5 years plan set an objective of attaining self-reliance. That was the major achievement, because it was a complete frame set. Earlier, the Britishers were exploiting our resources, and now we are focusing on self-reliance, self-dependency. Dependency on others has been reduced. Social sectors like health and education expanded. So these were the achievements of 5 years plans. Now major failures of 5 years plans were: Indian plans failed to eliminate poverty. Poverty elimination was the major concern for all government under all planning system. But still, poverty is seen in our country. So that is the major failures of Indian planning system. Plan failed to fill the gap of income. Distribution of income was not equal. The divide between rich and poor has increased. Unemployment remains the major problem. You must have heard that many people are talking about unemployment is more now, the people are getting unemployed. unemployment has not evolved in a day. We have seen it, and Indian economy has observed it for a very long period of time. Every government has focused on employment generation, but still unemployment remains the major problem. Adequate infrastructure facilities could not be developed. India was not connected through road. After the introduction of Golden Quadrilateral by Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, India was able to connect from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and Kutch to northeast areas. So adequate infrastructure facilities could not be developed. In recent time we are able to find out the major development in terms of infrastructures. Regional disparities remain a major problem. You must have observed that after independence, the southern India has seen more development as comparison to northern India. So regional disparities remains a major problems. Now government has to set up a separate department to look upon the development of northeast. So this is one of the important disparities that we can see. The objective of self-reliance could not be achieved. Although we have focused on self-reliance, but objective of self-reliance could not be achieved. Growth with social justice remains a major point of concern. Growth has been seen for pockets of people. It has not seen a vast impact on our society. So growth with social justice remains a major point of concern. Now we will talk about the agricultural conditions between 1950 to 1990. Basically, the agriculture developmental strategy was focused on two major things. What were the lacking during British period, and what were the impact, what were the harsh effect of the land system, land tenancy system of during British period, that has to be improved, that has to be eradicated. So major focus that India has adopted in terms of agricultural development was first land reforms, second was new agricultural strategy. New agricultural strategy has been adopted and major focus was given on land reforms. Land reforms measures in India has got three major classifications. We can see what were the major classifications. Abolition of intermediaries or zamindari. Earlier zamindar, sahukars, rayatwari system, mahalwari system was there. So abolition of intermediaries or zamindars. Tenancy reforms, which include regulation of rent, security of tenancy, and ownership right to tenants. That were the major part of land reform system. When we are talking about abolition of intermediaries or zamindar, zamindari system has exploited India a lot. It gave immense power to the zamindars to exploit peasants into a variety of ways. Therefore, on the eve of independence, there was extreme resentment against the system. So it has been abolished. Under the land reform system, regulation of rent, the British government was merely interested in its shares and consequently gave unlimited power to suppression to the zamindars to excuse the tenants. They have to they have been given free hand to exploit the peasants. To tackle this problem, after independence, legislation were enacted after 1947 to regulate the limits of rents and reduce the burden on tenants. Security of tenancy. Basically, security of tenure, the meaning of security of tenure is that as long as the tenant pays rent on time, he should not be thrown out of the land. If a tenant has been provided with land, then major reforms was taken in this regard, that as long as the tenant pays rent on time, he should not be thrown out of the land. Moreover, if the zamindars acquire land for personal cultivations, it should be ensured that a certain minimum area of land is left with the tenants. So this is a major land reforms taken after independence. Ownership right for tenants. It was repeatedly emphasized in plan documents that ownership rights should be conferred on the tenants. That is, they should be made the owners of the land they cultivate. Accordingly, some states passed legislations to confer rights of ownership on tenants. However, while some states did not adopt legislation for conferment of ownership right on tenants, in some other the law fell short of expectations. West Bengal, Karnataka, Kerala achieved more success than other states. However, on the whole, the progress remained unsatisfactory. So, ownership right for tenants was not given, not followed uniformly by all state government. Reorganization of agriculture was the another major reforms, another major steps taken for agriculture during 1950 to 1990. Ceilings on land holdings. What is this? What is land ceiling? The purpose of ceiling laws has been to take away land in excess of prescribed ceilings from the landlords and distribute it among landless laborer. So, land ceiling was major reform that agriculture has taken after independence, as large amount of land were there with zamindars only. So it was made a limit that a particular person can hold that amount of land, and rest of the land will be taken from that particular person and will be distributed among different people who were landless or who were in need of these land. Second one is consolidation of holdings. Means it is another reforms that was that were taken after 1947 and during 1950 to 1990. Fragmentation of land was the major problem, and in India there is a problem of subdivision of land holdings. With the passing of each generations, the land holding get divided among the children. This is known as problem of subdivision. Another problem was there of fragmentation. A farmer generally has a small land holdings, splits in various segments. One segment in one part of the village, second in a small land holding another part, and third in a still another part. This is the problem of fragmentations that India is still having, but somehow we have been able to focus on improving the conditions of consolidation of land holdings. So to understand this, suppose a person is having 1 acre of land at particular place, another 1 acre of land to some another place, and another 1 acre of land in third place, then he will be provided with 3 acres of land at a particular place only. So this is one of the reform that India has adopted under consolidation of holdings. And third and very important, that is cooperative farming. Cooperative farming has not been seen to all Indian states, but still it has proved to be a very important measures taken in order to increase agricultural productivity. Now, in mid 1960, the focus of agriculture strategy from land reforms to technology. Now we have adopted in the mid of 1960, agriculture reforms has taken a technical improvement, technical shift, including the advanced techniques of agriculture productions. Yielding variety of seeds program introduces a package program. In this package, there were focus on developing agriculture research, developing yielding variety of seeds out of these agriculture research, pesticides, focus on use of pesticide, etc., so that agriculture productions can be increased. As a result of Green Revolution, regional disparities increased. So it was another outcome of the Green Revolutions. Although we have been able to increase the productivity, but due to Green Revolutions, as Green Revolutions was focusing on some part in initiation period, the Green Revolution has seen development or agriculture productions more on in the states of Haryana, Punjab and some part of Uttar Pradesh. Government purchases food grains from farmers at MSP. So one regulation has been developed. Under this, government has started purchasing food grains from farmers at MSP through FCI, Food Corporation of India, and these are then provided through PDS. So government has adopted a complete strategy of purchase of grains from farmers, distribution, storing of purchased grains, and then for distribution of purchased grains to PDS. So this was all about agriculture.